Hi everybody, it's Emma. I got my raincoat on. I just came in from the post office. I don't know why I'm smiling. There was nothing there. Oh, I'm gonna send a complaint to the ether. Where's my beads? Yeah, that's. I'm just, I thought I'd go live and show you. This is what I do for, I was going to say, this is what I do for you, but we all know it's not for me because I'm crazy and I need beads. I was like this, going to the mailbox. It's pouring rain out there. So let's get this silliness off. Fix my glasses. I even put my rain pants on. Let's get this. And I put a towel on my chair so that I wouldn't end up having to sit in a wet chair for the whole time. I didn't realize I don't have a hook on the back of this door. See, you get to see me undressed. And you thought it was a beading video. Ta-da! It's magic. We don't need this anymore. There we go. So hi everybody. I hope everybody's doing great. Okay, so we're starting to get some people. This is kind of like my second time doing this. So I have my monitor in behind. So if you see me looking up, that's why I'm looking. But I'm going to try and stay focused on my laptop, which is there. So hi, everybody. So that's, I just need to do a few things to show me who's here. And it doesn't seem to be popping up. Okay. Camera, I don't know what that is. And I apologize, it may be, okay. Oh, there we go. Hi. Hi, Winona. Thanks for all your wonderful comments. Okay, I'm going to try again to look at at my laptop screen so I'm actually looking at you guys. So how's the weather there? It's pouring rain here. It's like, gross. So I just thought I'd do a live and, so we can chat and maybe do some stuff. So right now I started out, I was organizing my box class. And I thought that maybe I could do that while we're talking, and while people show up. So there's my silver. So I had like one of these little containers and I had it combined because I did a small order. And then when I saw how beautiful they were, they had another 30% off sale. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to buy it. And that was here in Canada. It was in Ontario. And I'm in Nova Scotia. So now I'm separating them gold to silver. So just going to go ahead and do that. Cool and windy in Saskatchewan. How are things going where you are with COVID? We just had a major lockdown because I'm sure you've heard it on the news. We had like low numbers and pretty much everything was open. We just had some kind of like probably the tail end of the spectrum of social isolation, so social distancing. And then we had some people, a big group of people from Ontario come to Nova Scotia, and a bunch of Nova Scotians ended up having a gathering. They're being really closed-lip about it. And I understand why they're doing it, because they don't want people to be shamed. And if that happens, then they might not come forward that they need to be tested and that they were part of that group. So I totally get it, but it's human nature. We're like, who are they? We need to know. It's important. What am I going to do? I'm not into shaming online. I'll do it to your face. It's so funny. Winona, your typing came up as. Can you hear me? Okay. By the way, your typing came up as cool ad instead of cool end. Hi, Kath. How are you doing? It must be afternoon there. Kath is from England, so yeah, it says cool ad instead of cool end. So it looks like it's an ad in my feed. And I apologize. I keep looking up at my screen. It's bigger so I can read it a little better, but I'm fine. I can read this, so I have to be careful. These are just gorgeous. I don't know if I can. Yeah. Yeah, these are amazing. So I got a bunch, but you know what? I don't see it. Oh, they're there. They're in this other bin. Okay. I've got two. I've got 3 bins on the go. So I'm just, oh, great. There's more people coming. It's pretty bad. They don't advise going into Regina at all. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's great. I'm so glad to hear you're getting your shot today, Winona. Jen and I got ours about a week and a half ago, maybe. And I apologize. I noticed one of my last videos, I was sniffling the whole time. We have cats, and if I don't take my allergy pills, I am sniffling like crazy. And so I think I missed a couple of doses. So it's going to take me a while to get back on track with the. Sorry. My nose. What a great live. That's what happens when you go outside. The pollen. Let me see what everybody's. Your keyboard sucks. Yeah. Oh, wow. Hi, Deborah from Mississippi. That's awesome. You know what? Instead of me kind of squinting this way, I will look at this, but I will occasionally look at you guys. And you know what? Okay. I just want to make sure the lighting is all looks pretty good. I guess this is a clean shirt. That's a pen mark. A new pen mark. Okay, let's see what everybody's doing. So, Kath, dry and cold here. Oh, hailstorm. Oh, thank you. I'm definitely watching out. There's a few people that mentioned they sent some mail to me, and I mean, that's why I'm going crazy at the mailbox. But I also had a package that was 3 orders from Peggy at By the Beads. And it's been weeks now, so I'm getting a little concerned because we talked about the potential for getting hit with the duty. Here's the thing, depending on when it went through as well, there was issues with the Mississauga sorting plant in Toronto, and I don't know if my stuff goes through there, but they shut it down for COVID exposure. But that only happened yesterday, so I think my stuff should have been already on its way here. I'll probably see it either Saturday or Monday. We don't usually have mail delivery on Saturday, but you know what? With the COVID, they've been actually doing it on Sundays as well. So it depends what's going on. So let's see what else. Oh, that's awful, Jackie, about the bronchitis. I saw an allergist, and she said that my allergies were not due to a genetic mix-up. So that's good. I don't get like an anaphylactic shock situation going on and serious breathing issues. But it's just runny nose and headache and stuff like that. So, and incredible itchy eyes, like crazy. Drip away, sweet. Thank you so much, Jackie. You know what? I never know what I say or do if it's going to offend people. And I should sit back so you can actually see me. This chair is like, it's so big, this chair, but I realize why they made it big. It's a gamer chair. So they made it for like big guys. Got my Coke, got my Doritos, and I'm playing my games. Oh, I hate you, Jackie. Shorts in Atlanta. Oh. We have the Australian version of COVID from Deborah. I'm not sure, is that one of the variants or a joke? Oh, you sneaky sneak. Okay, so I'm going to continue with my stuff and I'll look up. So then I have these guys. These are cool. So these are more like a Art Deco. And actually, I should show you. So I did that video about where people thought it was alive. And it was actually just me. Here is the story about this. I have a magnet here. Darn it. And it's attached to everything I'm working on. Not friendship. Let's show you what I'm working on. So I was working on this bracelet on that video that a lot of people thought was alive. So Deborah, you're saying about the Australian version of COVID. So is it the same but a variant? Hi, Tanya. Yeah, you know what, Tanya, you say hello all. Talk amongst each other. Hi, Joni. You know what? I am so tired of I think for me with the isolation and doing the surgery, I thought it was a smart move, just if I could get it done when I could kind of thing. But I'll wake up one day and I'll say, I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this. And really, I don't do that much. So I don't understand why I'm that freaked out. But it starts to get on your nerves. Maybe because I don't do that much. The little things that I do, talking to people at the grocery store and stuff. And it's like, you can't have long conversations with people. It's not a good idea if you're face to face. Even with your mask, But so what I was going to say was, I've developed this design, and I'm sure other people have done it, but I figured it out on my own, and decided to call it after my mother, which is kind of seems fitting with Mother's Day coming up. So, so my mother passed away several years ago now. And her name was Eulalie, which is pronounced in English is Eulalie. And again, I find that name kind of funny, but it's really pretty in French when you pronounce it. And so people used to call her Eula. Nice old name. A name like Emma again. It's cool. So anyway, this one is going to be part of the tutorial that I'm doing. So this is not complete. This is about the size for me. And then I have 3 sections left to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with how to start it, and then do a few, and then grab this one and finish it and put the clasp on. So there's a couple of ways to do the clasp. And now that I think of it, I should show you, and I don't remember where I put it. Oh, you know what? It's on my tray. Just a sec. So the reason I'm showing you is I want your opinion about that. Well, that's weird how it got light and dark. It must have changed the focus. Their live is pretty cool for the lighting and stuff. Okay, so this one has the clasp with just strand of 4 beads and then a 5th one, then your magnetic clasp, and then you come back around through that 5th bead and then you add 4 and you do that on both ends. So that's that one there. There, you can get a better view of it. So let me know if you like this one. So I definitely like this one, but you can see now this magnetic clasp was really cool. I got this one at, I think I got it from Butterfly Beads. And I'm kind of annoyed. It may have been expensive, so I only got, I think, 4 of these. And that's why I'm wondering if maybe I got them on AliExpress. I can't remember, but it has like these really neat, I don't know. It's not enough light. But it's got like a bit of a filigree on it, and it has a bit of an egg shape to it. So yeah, Kath, about eating out. Yeah. See, we were allowed to eat in right up until 5 days ago, or a week ago now. Thanks, Samantha. Thank you, Kath. You guys are so sweet. You, hi, Winona. I know I said hi before, but I'm just, as I'm going, I try to remember to say your name so that other people know who I'm talking about. So yeah, you're new to beading. Guess what? So am I. Can you tell? I seriously didn't know how to bead. And then when the isolation started, I was sick of painting. I was doing commissions and I was like, oh, I'm so done. So I had some beads from doing leather wrap bracelets. So I thought, I'm going to see, take a look at this and do some nice stuff. And I went to organize my beads and that was it. I was like, online, started a YouTube channel, everything. So it happens very quick. And there's no looking back. But you know what? I can't believe it. Like, I love it so much. I get up in the morning, that's all I think about. I need to bead. I need to bead. That and coffee. That's a good question, Winona, about your seed bead order. So first, what you have to look at is what type of bracelets do you like doing now or that you've seen that you'd like to do. So one of the things I saw Stephanie from Bronze Pony, and she had we've got Scrap and DC, Scrap and Rooster. Thanks. So yeah, Bronze Pony, Stephanie, she had those tennis bracelets and I really liked them. And I thought, okay, that's something I could probably do. But the funny thing is, I didn't do them for like 6 months, but I bought the beads to make it because you needed 15s, 11s, and 8s for them. So I needed to get those. So she suggested getting silver and gold. So I think that's a good place to start. The other thing is maybe definitely you need to buy beads that are consistent in their shape, because when you're starting out new, it's so frustrating to make something and it looks wonky because the beads are all different shapes and you don't want to spend your time culling beads all the time. So yeah, try and figure out what you want to make and then maybe order some of those. And I would try to hold back on placing a large order until you make a few and figure it out. I totally didn't do that, so you don't have to listen to me because I didn't. And I just bought everything, and now I'm looking at some of the stuff, and I'm like, well, some of the stuff I'm getting rid of that I bought for making leather wrap bracelets, and now I've found nicer beads, so then more expensive beads, so then I can refine my leather wrap bracelets, and I have certain ones that I love. I love any Picasso finish, so I know that those are always going to get used, and I feel terrible with this dirty shirt. So yeah, the other thing too, Winona, is to check where to buy your beads. Now, I just went into an agreement with, I think they're called N Beads. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh, that's not what I want there. So, they have like large bags for, but you know what? I've priced it. I just placed an order for some like a large stash of Picasso beads, and I did find that the prices are pretty consistent across the board on the high-end beads. So like Toho's, Miyuki, those two are the big names that I could think of. If anybody else can think of some others. So what you might want to do is look where you can get a discount on those. So whether it's, and incorporate what shipping charges you're going to end up paying, because that sucks, because it'll chew into your discount. So let me see. Cat. Winona, don't worry, because you'll always need something else. I still do that. You see the crap I have. And I'm like, why don't I have this color? Nothing matches. I feel like a teenager. Oh, my wife's laughing out there. She's laughing because she always teases me. She says I'm a teenager. I was going to tell you the whole thing she says, but then it'd have to be X-rated. How to become a hoarder in one easy step. Oh, good. Okay, thanks. I feel better. You know what I think it is? I'm doing a live. It's kind of different. So there's a bit of nervousness to it. So of course I'm focusing on little things like that. So I'm going to be jumping around. I apologize for that. So I'm trying to give you information and stuff that I'm doing right now, but also answer some of the questions. So hopefully this isn't too disjointed. Gina's Gems, yes. She has a beginner series of videos. That's huge. Check her out. So, you know, where I got a lot of my stash, and I suspect they're going to be coming up with some sales soon, again, is Art Beads. And their shipping is only $5 American. And they have loyalty points and discount coupons. So if you've never placed an order with Art Beads, let me know. And if I have a coupon code, I'm just checking. I usually have them next to my desk, but I cleaned my desk. Not good. Maybe they're in here. So that's a good place to start. And their prices are reasonable. Yes, my leather wrap bracelet. Yes. So DC Scrap and Rooster, I tried to do a playlist of my leather wraps because I have 2 really good starter ones that are super simple, take very few beads, takes like an 8mm bead, I think like a strand of like 15 or 17, depending on your wrist size, and super easy. So I need to do another one that I was having issues because a leather wrap bracelet, I do 4 wraps. So it's so long that it's hard to film it. But now that I have this, let me see if I can show you what I have for recording now. So I have this thing here. So this is an arm and it's clamped onto my desk. So then I just put my tablet and the camera's right here and I flip it down. And so now you'll be able to see the leather wrap. So this is why when I'm doing a video and I say, I can't see you, so I put my lamp down. So I have this backlight lamp that's kind of articulating. It goes here and I do this. So you guys probably never see this part from YouTubers. So it goes like this. And then I'm like, I can't see. So I try and watch, and I want to watch the screen because it's a touch screen. So I need to watch to make sure everything's in focus and I open it up and stuff like that, right? But when you're watching here and doing here, it's like trying to do something in a mirror. It's really awkward. So yeah, Tanya mentioned about doing kits. I can't really say. I've not done any kits. And I'm so picky with my colors. And I'm like, I don't want to. And I think you could pick your colors. So I haven't really looked into it. So I shouldn't comment on that. And I know a lot of people get them. And they are great because then you get what you need for the bracelet. And you don't have a lot of extras that you paid for. There's my wife.
You having fun?
I am. With my peeps.
Yeah, I kind of thought.
Now you got to go out in the rain.
It's torrential rain.
Did you want to use my rain gear?
No.
Worked great. It's got the pants and everything. This is my wife, who will not come on camera.
Nope.
Nope.
This is your thing, not my thing. So I'm gonna go check the grocery list, get some things ready, and I'm gonna be out the door.
Can you buy me some non-keto snacks?
Maybe.
Okay. You know what I like.
Yeah, it just depends how.
Oh, if only if you're there.
Yeah.
Where are you going anyway?
Oh yeah. I haven't checked the list. Unlike you, I list.
No, just buy everything. You never know what you're gonna need. Hoarder. She's like going like this, pointing to all my stuff. Okay, you're not allowed in my office. Go. If you're gonna diss my office.
It's such a tough life.
I'm a princess up. That's all I could say about that. Okay, I'm gonna read some comments here. Yes, Kath, about hoarding your babies. I say the same thing like Gollum. My pretties, you cannot go. So the big joke with me, my sister asked me, how do you know what to order and how many to order? I say, well, I order one for myself, and then I order one to make whatever I'm making, and then I order another one in case I run out. And then, who am I kidding? I order 10 just to be safe. Oh. That's funny, Winona, about your blisters. Oh my God, they totally overbag everything at Art Beads. After an unboxing from them, my garbage, my wife looks at my garbage, she's like, your hobby is not very environmentally friendly. I'm like, I'm reusing them. I so don't reuse them because I'm so like a germaphobe, right? It's like, can't have any bend on the baggie. It can't have any scratch. It's bad. You know what it was too, is I had so much that I would put it in a larger Ziploc, and then if I needed, I'd use it. So some of the bigger bags I reuse, but all those little snappy bags, and it's hard for me to open with my finger. And so the news is, again, I'm sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. So let me move this out of the way here. And let me just say about the bracelet, because I want your opinion on this. So I came across this one that's kind of like an Art Deco. See if there's a way I can do this to get it better light. Yes. I don't know if that's a bit shiny there. So I thought about using this one. So something like that. Or this design. You know, I think I've got my answer. Like, I like this design, but I feel like there's a lot of space, empty space, where there needs to be beads. Just saying. So there's my answer. Answered my own question. So Jackie, I'm trying to think where you said you were. You're in Atlanta, right? You're talking about Beadbox Bargain. So I placed an order with them and I apologize if it was you that gave me the coupon code. Somebody gave me a coupon code for 30% off, so I placed a huge order with them. And that's the other thing that I'm waiting, and I checked the tracking on it, and it said that it was on its way. It had already left Toronto. So that's why that was Sunday. And, we're getting into Saturday tomorrow. So I don't know what the holdup is. Maybe in Halifax there's problems. I don't know. Yes, I placed an order. So Potomac Beads is good. I placed an order with them. I like them. I got delivery from them. I didn't pay duty. They have a reasonable shipping situation and sales, and I love Potomac Beads for their tutorials. Yeah, I'll tell Samantha. I'll tell Jen you said hello. You guys are laughing. And Winona, I'll tell her. DC Scrap and Rooster, yeah. Definitely. I'm terrible for that. And every time I'll order a bunch of stuff and I'll sit here and I'll, I wonder if I should get an extra one of those or maybe a few more of those and get that variation of color or whatever. And then I get them and they're so much more beautiful than I thought, and they're pretty cheap. And part of my issue is because you pay shipping, it's better to buy bulk than to, I'm not going to spend $50 and pay $10 shipping when if I spend $100, it's still $10 shipping, depending on, what shop you're shopping at. I like your idea of the little Tupperware containers, Kath. Those tiny little ones you sent me are really cool. Of course, I'm using them for something totally different. I can't remember. I think it's in my art room. So the first one, Nancy? This one here. So I think some people like the space too and don't want it to take away from the bracelet. And I would have to, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll make a bracelet and then wear it. And I often will wear it to bed just so that I get a lot of wear in it to see how the clasp does and how the beads hold up. I did that for some galvanized, I think they were Tohos, and the finish totally wore off. Now I have very acidic sweat, and even on like the moisture that comes out of my skin. And I'm a swimmer, so it was probably a lot to do with the chlorine. Because you shower, you sweat chlorine still. Joking. No, it's not me. Deborah, you mentioned the mail's taking forever. Yeah, I did really well at the beginning of the pandemic, and now it's just gone totally crapola. So Tanya, you must be abroad if you can't order in the US. Madison, never enough beads. Never. Need more. I always wonder what my mom would have thought of all the bead stuff. And you know what the funny part is? I've noticed lately, I've been doing, since I wasn't allowed to make anything like bead weaving wise after the surgery, more so from my wife. She didn't want me. Hi, Sydney. How you doing? Yeah, Deborah, about the fishing gear boxes. So they must be cheaper there because they're super expensive here. I've been buying them from the dollar store. It's it's $3 a box. That's kind of expensive. But I'll have to look into that. But of course, I'm done buying beads. I don't need any more boxes. Hi, Paulette from Southern Ontario. I wonder where in Southern Ontario. I lived in Guelph. I'm originally from Toronto. So yeah, Winona, about the bigger orders. Jackie, about the BB Craft. Actually, I find BB Craft funny. They, like, for a couple of dollars more, you can get like shipping within a week or two. So I find that strange. But you know what? Their prices are ridiculous on some things. I was looking at them last night because I thought they've been asking me to do collaboration. And yeah, so you're in the UK, Tanya. Okay, Deborah, you get yours at Walmart. I'll have to take a look. I haven't seen them, but you know what? Maybe in the fishing section or the hardware section, they might have them. Walmart's kind of sketch when it comes to what they have. Oh, that's cool, Katie. Where are you from? Hi, Sonia. How are you doing? You're welcome, Paulette. Just don't tell your husband it's my fault. At some point, they're gonna revolt. Her husband, partner, I should say. Yeah, the craft storage boxes, not good. Okay, so you're in New York. I can't wait. We were just getting ready to go to New York. Like, we travel a lot through the States, and there's New York, we definitely want to do, Washington, for sure, Florida. Well, who am I kidding? There's Arizona, there's like Nevada, all the states. Like, yeah, you can pick up any excuse to go to the States. It's just, there's so much going on. So yeah, we'd been traveling to Cuba every year And we're getting tired of doing the resorts where everybody's drinking, and it's just after a while you're like, okay, I don't want to have to go into rehab after I come back from the resort. So I like to go someplace and see things, and like the Smithsonian. And the big thing is my wife is a NASCAR nut, so she's we plan to do some NASCAR events, and then that's when I'm going to weasel in and say, okay, I need to stop at Hobby Lobby, and I need to stop at what's the other, it's a woman's name, bead shop, I can't remember. But yeah, so my suitcase is going to be really heavy. I'll be paying oversized weight on my suitcase. Yeah, the ones I get at the dollar store have, the smaller ones don't have I'm talking about the plastic containers, don't have the removable things, but the larger ones do. So you could make it bigger. Actually, that's what I should send you some, Kath. Then you'll have some. You won't be able to get them anywhere. You'd be like, why'd you send me this? They work great. I don't get any spillage at all, or like overspill. Oh my gosh. Okay, Paulette. Definitely the Tucson show. I was gonna tell Brittany from Turquoise Street, that's my next trip, is the Tucson show. Like, I was hooked last year when she was talking about it, and then when she showed all the stuff she got, I'm like, you know what? I almost wouldn't go because the way I buy, I'd be out of control. I'd have to set some limits, I think, and make a list of things I was looking for. So, Sonia, you mentioned about those stackable interlocking cups. Are they like that hard plastic? Because I have some of those I'm actually going to use in the garage sale, because they cross thread on me all the time. No, we don't have Hobby Lobby in Canada. I'm so sad. Joann's, yeah, that's the other one. I guess I should know the name of the stores that I'm going to when Jen goes to NASCAR. See you later, honey. I'm going to ladies' name. So I was going to tell you about my hands, and I'm getting caught up in reading all the comments. Let me just scan it quickly here. Yes, Kath, about India. I am a total, like, we have a huge Indian community here in Canada, and just like in Great Britain. And so when I was growing up in Toronto, my oldest sister, lived in Little India. So, like, I love the food, love the culture, love the people. So yeah, I definitely wanted to do India, but my issue is I get, I get nauseous from smells easily. So I was always concerned, although I love spices. So I don't know. People say the smell hits you when you get off the plane, but I feel horrible that these poor people are suffering without basic oxygen. Like, I mean, that's what it comes down to in this pandemic. Yes, so Katie, we should start planning a Tucson show, and Paulette, a Tucson show visit. Oh, I like that idea, Winona, about the boxes inside of boxes. Okay, Sonia. Oh yeah, you don't have much room, Kath. So I'll definitely send you some big boxes to put your stuff in. Hi, Ashley. Yeah, so we've talked about driving, but you know what? And for driving to the States from Nova Scotia, it's not a big deal because you're just, it's all land. But getting older, it sucks. Like driving long distances is not fun anymore. We used to get excited. We're like, road trip. Nope, not anymore. Yes, Paulette, let's do it. Yes, Nashville Speedway, here we come. Oh, no way, 5 minutes. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Definitely. What's your name, if you don't mind? You don't have to tell me, DC Scrapping Rooster. You probably told me already. I apologize. It is very far, Nova Scotia. We're across the ocean from Maine. So that'll give you an idea where we are. Nary. Is that how it's pronounced? So, saw the occupational therapist on Thursday, and I don't have to wear the brace for any reason. So I don't have to wear it at night. I don't have to wear it for cycling. I don't have to wear it for swimming. So he said basically there is nothing that you can do to that hand that will damage the hand. He said, unless you took a fall that would totally jam the hand or whatever and tear tissue, but even then everything will move. He said it won't feel good. It'll hurt really bad. But yeah, so, and the other thing that I'm finding is I was avoiding where if I do a certain movement that it starts to hurt. And he said you can't damage it. And in fact, doing stuff like this, like pulling this apart, that's one of the scars is here. That's for the carpal tunnel. And that one there is for the thumb reconstruction. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but I fell off my bike years ago, and I went to the emergency room, and the emergency room doctor was this jerk, and he was trying to get me out of there. I don't know if he thought I was drug seeking or what the heck he thought. I had to insist on getting an x-ray of my hand. And I think he x-rayed my wrist, didn't even look at the hand, and it wouldn't have showed up on the hand on the x-ray anyway. But so this is how your thumb should be. And you see how it falls? So if you look at this one, it doesn't fall. So there's a tendon that's attached here, down here, up here, and I think even into this area here. So when I saw the OT the first time, he goes, oh, and you need work on this thumb too, eh? What? So apparently I need surgery on this thumb. So Jen and I started talking about it, and when I saw him on Thursday, so I see him again in a month's time to make sure, then we're going to do some work on the strength. But basically he said I can do everything. So hence the 2 bracelets. This is, okay, wait, it's not 2 bracelets. Look what I did. La la la. Let me see if I can show it better this way. Look at this thing. So this is for our special friend, our combined friend. I won't say her name. She may remain nameless. But I'm sure if you know her, you know. She's going to love this. So there's And there's 2 Swarovski hearts and some dangles that I did. And this was my first attempt. So this was my first attempt at beaded rope. And as you can see, it's not the correct measurement. And I used her wrist measurement specifically. And I did the calculation. It's over there on my bead tray. So I did the calculation, and this was how long it was supposed to be of the blue. So then when I got done that same length on this side, I put it on my mandrel, and it was my size. So it didn't calculate for the depth of the rope itself. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Neri. So it's not a choker, it's a bracelet. It does look like a choker. The person has a very, she's really tall, so she has a big wrist. So this might be loose on her too, but I wanted to make sure it was the right size, and it has chains so you can adjust it. But of course well, she's a beater, so she can fix this if she needs to. And if not, I can make her another one. So yeah, so I've been busy doing that. What was I going to tell you? Yeah, that she could use it for an anklet. Just take all the charms off. That's a good idea. So yeah, so I was saying about my hands. So I can do everything now. I'm allowed to do everything. So yeah, he was mentioning that I'm going to need surgery. So yeah, we were talking about it, and I'll show you the problem is. So if I have, now that this is kind of weak and I'm building up the strength, I'm using my left a lot, and that thumb is not holding the, so if it's a hot cup of tea or something like that, I'm going to have a problem. So I'm going to, wondering if we should make something. My idea was to, let's finish putting these guys away. So I have some more of, let's put this in the middle here. Oh, that was interesting. It just did like a split screen. I really know what I'm doing here. Yeah, tall beater. Oh, that's a good idea, Sonia, about adding some more chain. Actually, that would look really nice. I made this yesterday in a couple hours. Now, it was a little more, I should have been more conscious about how I was picking up the beads on the needle. So I was twisting my wrist inward like this and scooping them. And later that day, my wrist was really sore. So I was like, what? I'm just going to use my left. And it worked fine. So I have to pay attention. But other than that, this went really fast. So I might redo it so that it's perfect and make sure that it's not too big for her wrist. So let's put these guys away. Kat, you're so funny. Let her loose on the beads again. Oh my God, my wife's, her joke is that I'm always organizing stuff and moving things. And the story is, when we first moved in together, she was still working and I was retired. She came home from work one day, and I had cleaned, and I was all proud of myself that I cleaned the whole apartment. She's like, where are those wine glasses? And I might have told you this story before. Where are those wine glasses with the sand in it? And I was like, in the garbage. She's like, that was from, and it was from some trip she had taken. It was beach sand. And so I had to fish it out of the garbage. Now, I think I may have put it in a Ziploc bag and threw it in. So I probably had some idea that it was had some sentimental value. This is when we were first together, and she learned early on. It's like, if you have anything of value, you better tell me, because it's going. Her stuff goes in the garbage. My stuff gets rearranged, and we move her stuff out so we can make room for my stuff. Thanks, Tish. Yeah, I'm stunned. So I got this design off of like the color design off of Pinterest. So, and I just basically I took the turquoise and then the darker blue and the gold in between, and I just picked the beads that I had and made sure that they had a lot of sparkle. Like this one has the rainbow AB on it. This one is a luster. The gold is like the inside silver. So yeah, it really makes it pop. But I'm going to do one with these guys that I've been trying to figure out what to do with. So this is probably my favorite color. This sorting is not happening, I don't think. Like my life. So this, I don't know how well this is coming up on your screen. This is like those earthy tones. So it's got, there's Picasso beads in there. There's like the, they call it white, but it looks like a beige color to me. And then some reds and some earthy tone browns and turquoise. But I bought these at Shipwreck Beads, and I have a whole bunch more as well, like probably about 10 other strands of this, like another section like this. So you might see these. Actually, they're in the bin for the garage sale because these are way too small to make what I wanted to make. I wanted to make some beaded bracelets with them, but I bought size 11s, and these are 15s. Like they may be called, depending on the bead type, they may be 11s, but they definitely are not big enough for what I needed. So I was looking for something to make. So I think one of these guys would be amazing, and put some, and I put it out. If it's in here somewhere. No, not in that one. So I put some like copper findings. So thanks, Tish. You know what? You mentioned about doing it after the surgery. One of the things, once he gave me the okay that I can kind of press through, let the pain guide me, but there's going to be a bit of pain. Is it like swelling pain? Is it stretching pain? Those are both okay. That'll move everything around and get the blood flow and stuff like that, and break up scar tissue. So I was like, okay, I do it. So this morning when I got up, I was so tight. I then ended up doing this, and you can see I can move my fingers, and I can touch my baby finger, which I couldn't do before. I couldn't even touch my index finger. Oh my gosh, Kath, don't say. Oh my gosh, she was raised by her grandmother. So Kath said it could have been worse. It could have been Granny's ashes. Oh, I should tell her that. I thought you were my friend, Kath. If I told her that, I'd have 2 black eyes because I'm not fast enough to get away when she hit me with the first one. So she was raised by her Nana. That's kind of a sad story in a sense. Her mother abandoned her and her brother when they were like 5 and 6. And they had spent some time with their Nana, and she went to pick them up. And her brother was whining. Her brother's younger, So her brother was whining in the car, and she said, you know, if you don't like it, you can get out. Like, who says that to a 5-year-old? I mean, we're all human. We kind of break down at times and say shitty things to our kids, but yeah, who says that to a 5-year-old? So he got out. And Jen was still in the car. She didn't know what to do. And he was in the middle of the road, walking down the road back to Nana's. So I said to Jen, I said, you know, like, what happened? Did she call your Nana and go pick him up later? She's like, no, I was a week before anything happened. So she was a week by herself with her mother. And I don't know, I think the conversation went to something like, I guess you want to go live with your Nana too, right? And she said, yep. So that was it. They were gone. So, yeah. We have a Nana cabinet. We have a Nana blanket. There's a Nana picture in her office. So none of these things, those are like, shh, don't touch. And she's actually even talked about getting rid of the Nana cabinet. It's a China cabinet, and it's just a cheap China cabinet. But we've, like, the thing's fallen apart, and we've kept it. Because she was like, oh, we should get rid of it. I'm like, no, that's the Nana cabinet. We can't get rid of it. Funny thing is, the Nana blanket is those crocheted squares that are popular again with all the funky colors, and you sometimes see it in like a picture of the cats or something like that. And I think the last video of the cat, you can see it. The cats fight over it. It's so funny. They like the texture of that scratchy yarn. So, oh, Tish, your suggestion. You know, these comments go away after, like, YouTube publishes this so people can rewatch it. So I am going to write down that color combination so I don't forget it. So, earth. So I'm holding my pen differently these days too, which is fine, as long as it gets it done. Blue. Sienna. Bead rope. I have stick-it notes everywhere. Like, they'd be stuck all over the place if I wasn't. Like, I put them in a little bin, and then I go through them like, oh, that's like, yeah, okay, I need to do that. Okay, so I think this sorting is not happening. And you know what? It might be a bit frustrating too because it's hard to get into them. So I think we should make something. I go paperless, Paulette. There's no paper Visa bills in this household. Which reminds me, I have to attach one of my credit cards to my bank account to make sure I pay it. What I do is I place an order, and then I go directly to my bank account and I transfer money into that credit card so that there's never a balance. Because then if you get a discount and then you end up with a balance, you're paying for the discount. You just lost your discount. So I'm going to put these over here. And so what I grabbed to make was, I have some stuff that's, oh, I went too far here. I wonder if I use this light, if that would change what you guys see for the better. Okay. Oh, the camera seems to be adjusting the laptop. Okay, I'm going to leave it in case I need it later. So I have a little container with stuff in it. This was from Augie. These are gorgeous. So I wanted to make a necklace with those. They're the Nautilus shell. They're gorgeous. But you know what? They're a bit heavy for earrings. So maybe they would make. So I have these. These were from, yeah, you have to pay the balance right away. Yes, Samantha, she would regret it, definitely. You know what happened? The reason why she wanted to get rid of it is the glass fell out when it was Thanksgiving, and I went to open the cabinet door, and I put my hand in to grab a platter, and the glass, like the wood, the nails came out and crumbled, and the wood came away. That because you know they have like these kind of lattice work designs in behind the glass, and that's all that was holding it up. It had fallen apart so bad. So when I went to put it in, the glass came down, and I had shattered glass all over my hands. Surprisingly, I was not cut. I had like little pieces of glass stuck all through my hand and arm. So she was like, we need to get rid of it. It's just, you know, falling apart. Okay, so I have some. These lovelies were part of a necklace that I got at the thrift store. So I took it apart. There was some other stuff on it. So there's some blue beads here. So I'm going to keep those two separate. And I have these lovely mushrooms. So I was thinking of doing, I was checking to see if there was a pink one in there. These I use for like fetish necklaces. There's some nice beads to go with that. And there's some nice kind of combinations. So we'll kind of set them in a combo. These are so weird, eh? These half. And you know what? They were so weird. I was like, oh, I have to try them and see. And I made another necklace like that with these. They're amazing. They're really cool. Oh, look, bunnies. I like bunnies. Yeah, we should have it refurbished. So, I'm just gonna, okay, so we're at the hour mark. Yeah, let's make something. Look at these. So these came from Joni. Look at these guys. I love these. And you know what? I would say I'm making a child's necklace, but you know what? Nobody's getting these. Like, I could eat this. It looks like nougat. I didn't know what color they're coming up on yours, but they're just gorgeous, and they're shimmery. So these are a little more pink, I think. Let me move these out of the view here. So there's those gorgeous babies. So maybe pick up on the white. And actually, so now we need some. And I have some of these guys. These remind me, those are these they remind me of snow cones. They're the Crackle Beads. So I wonder if that would, ooh, that's kind of nice. But I feel like we need some of this pink here. And these are stuff from Augie, I think. Ooh, we could put a, oh, that's cute. Think about that. And then there's some more beads from polymer clay beads from Augie. I wonder if these would, you know. Okay. So we have a basic I'm not sure these exactly go. These need to be in something on their own. So let's get a tray here, put it up. But I think I can find some pinks. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do I have? Hi, Gail. I'm so glad you're here. So, you know what? You make me feel really good, Gail, because I'll tell you what. First of all, thank you so much for the beautiful gifts. They were just amazing. And there's going to be a second video come out showing the finishing of that bracelet. But I want it to be a like recorded video so you can really see some nice, and I should show my face while I'm talking here. So, yeah, I want the lighting to be right and everything so you can really see the beautiful beads. So I'm going to put this stuff away and just stick with those colors, and then we'll make something very nice. I better make sure these are all snapped closed. And set that aside in case. Okay. Ah, Paulette, yeah, it looks like taffy candy. You better stop talking about it. You heard me say to Jen, buy me some snacks. So I have been struggling so bad. I've been on keto for 2 years and did really well. I lost 80 pounds. You know, I don't crave stuff. I'm not hungry and whatnot. Have plenty of energy. Gail, you're so funny. I don't have any pinks. I need to order some. We have to do a live shopping. That would be hilarious. So let me see where my pinks are. I should have a little sign with like a frilly sign for all the pink beads. Oh, let me see what we can find. Maybe we should put some Swarovskis and polymer clay together. Let's be deviant. I have some big chunky Swarovskis. I came across I'm gonna turn the screen down. This is getting really fun. So what I was going to say, Gail, is I'm glad you came on and caught this one because I wanted to say hello and thank you. But also, I was looking at the time and I'm like, oh, it's 1 hour and 13 minutes and people get bored and stuff. So feel free to go. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I would feel bad if you stayed just because I was here. You can come back a couple hours. I'll still be here. No, I'm just kidding. So let's turn this down so you can see what I grabbed. This is not the bin that I was looking for, but it's not there. Swarovski hearts. So, because you could never have too many. Oh, these are beads. How do I not know what I have? I wonder if I'm not getting any more comments. I wonder if I lost the internet connection. Okay, I just got a comment from yes, Shiny. So these are beads. So actually, oh yeah, that's what it needed. Oh my god. I'll show you this one. The pendant. Oh my gosh. I need help. I've got the sparkly disease. Okay, so I think we're going to use these. So there's no point pulling certain ones out. We'll just keep this guy over to the side and hopefully I don't drop it. This was my bead soup that fell on the floor. That's how many fell on the floor. And there's still like half a container in the container. And of course, these are, you've got ones that are the same color, but one's AB and one's not. I'm just reading the comment. Did you get the 2 tiny lemon charms? No, I don't think so. Let me... So I've got your baggie here. So anyway, I'm so bad. I'm like, let me show you this. Let me show you that. This. So tell me, did you make this? I can't decide. I love both sides of it. I love like the vibrancy here, but this beautiful, gorgeous flower. It's incredible. This was from Gail. Oh, no way, Kath. You should not have told me that you have Swarovski frames. I was just saying to Jen last night, so normally I buy my glasses, I get them at Walmart, and I get 2 pairs, like, because my insurance covers 2 pairs of glasses every 2 years. So normally I don't get any frills. I just get a basic frame and the progressive lenses. So they're a little more expensive than regular lenses. I don't get any of the anti-glare, any of the protection, stuff like that. You're not going to believe it. Now, this year, it was the first year that I actually had to wear them all the time. I had to wear them for driving, everything. And there's scratches in them. So I told her, I said, I think I'm just going to go to Walmart, find the cheapest pair of frames and just pay it out of pocket because the insurance won't cover it for another 1.5 years or a year. But Swarovski frames, oh my gosh. Sonia, I need more. No, I wish I could send stuff to Puerto Rico so that I need to move some out so I can make room for more. Oh my gosh, 4 pairs. You're crazy. Oh yes, definitely, Gail. She was like drooling when she saw this. I told her it was a coaster. She's like, that's awesome. I said, but I'm not going to use it as a coaster. I'm going to put it in my, like in the spare bedroom. I have the new art studio set up and I have all the, I call it my art gallery wall. So this is going on the art gallery wall. She's like, no, you have to use it. Like, nope, it's going on the wall. I could tell she was like jonesing for it. Okay, so you mentioned something about some lemon charms. So if you guys didn't see the videos that Gail sent me, some lovelies, that was so funny, Gail. Actually, I'm going to leave it so you can see what I'm opening here. The envelope, the first one I got was the envelope that I sent you, and you just pulled the labels off and switched them. I looked at it, and as I'm walking back from the mailbox, I'm like, oh, it got sent back. I recognize the font and everything, right? And the envelope and the tape that I had at the bottom, that sparkly tape. And then I was like, wait a minute. It's my name. It's addressed to me. How is that possible? That was so funny. So yeah, these turned out amazing. I put them on. I should show you. I don't know if you'll be able to see it that well. So I am going to have to move this up so you can see what I'm doing here. They look amazing. They were so simple to make too. I can see I'm going to be stuck with doing, I shouldn't say stuck. I would love to do polymer clay, but I don't think it's a good idea with my hand situation. But you know what? I have a pasta press. So this think it's in. I think it's because it's my. It's an awkward. Here, I'll just so you can see. Look, it looks really good. It's nice and delicate and dainty. This with a nice sundress, gorgeous. I wanted to show you too, and I'm trying to think by looking at this. Who made it? Offhand, I can't think. But I changed the ear wires out because I noticed that I put the other ear wires in and they my ears got red right away. And they're going red now, but I think that's just from messing with them. But these are gorgeous. But I almost don't want to put these in earrings because they're so pretty. I want to look at them all the time. So yeah, there was no charm, no lemon. There was the lemon beads. I should check the envelope. It's in my garbage. So I put this in here, so I'm going to finish that bracelet. Okay, let's make something. Uh-oh. So we need some pink beads, maybe? I found some pink, some nice. They're like bubble gum. 6 millimeter. I think that would top it off. I need more of them. I had a bunch of strands and just. Yeah, those are gorgeous. Look at that. They're almost too dark, actually. There's some purple. I have a kind of like a metallic. Oh, it looks dark here, but it's like a light pink metallic. Ooh, you know what? This with the Swarovskis and these might kind of. You know what's going to end up happening? I'm going to end up with all Swarovski and none of these. I think we should just do it. Do it. Get some wire here. Okay, where's my wire? There's some gold wire there. But I want the big wire. Let's check these. Hi, Juanita. Welcome. Yeah, you're not late. I haven't done anything yet. Just chit-chatting. So the blue, I thought they were yours. I have to start writing things down. Gail, I think I have a reaction to nickel. So because I have a huge, or you said they're nickel free. There's something else that I have an issue with. Now I have like, my skin goes red on anything. So hi, ADR. Audrey Flores. I buy my leather from Wholesale Jewelry Supply Company, but you have to place like $100 order, which is pretty easy since you, if you buy like a big thing, it's like $25. So you could buy 4 colors and you've got it covered. Big spool. Exotica leather, and it's spelled XSOTICA. They're amazing, beautiful colors, great prices, fast shipping. Okay, so why can't I find it was right in front of my eyes. It's just, I'm not used to this big spool. Look at this honkin' spool. It's huge. Yeah, get busy. Thanks. Thanks, Juanita. I need to get going here. Okay. I think let's move some of these out. There, I think that's what it needed. I needed to keep it simple. These colors. So, I brought my bead tray out. I don't know that I'll be able to use it. This thing is massive. Look at how big it is. Actually, I probably could. I won't be able to use my mouse, but there's the one side, and then look how big it is. This was like, it was $6.99 at Beadalon, their site. You're welcome. Okay, so let's put the stuff in the bins. Oh. Okay, so let's figure this out. So, any big plans for the weekend? Oh yeah, don't worry, Juanita. You can totally be chill. You know I'm not going to get offended or anything. I'm wondering if I tilt this up a bit, it might be easier for you guys to see. See what we have here. Okay, we need a clasp. I am thinking either rose gold or silver, seeing that we have. Ooh, you know what? Let's make it simple. I've been wanting to try these. I've seen them. Those kind of snap ones. Because this is going to be like fun, that's why I picked a basic fun. Ooh, I can't get this apart with my hand. I have to use tools. And I should try and use my Oh, Paulette. Wow. Silversmithing. You know what? Once I started doing stuff like this, I watched a few videos and I was like, I wanted to follow certain people. And I thought, no, not a good idea. Because, you know, I would totally rearrange my office and start doing silversmithing. Oh, playing in the studio Sunday. That's awesome. I'm just going through, see, make sure I didn't miss any comments. So let me see if I can pull this apart with my bad hand. I don't want to. What the heck? Am I supposed to push it through? I'm wondering if these are cheap ones, so this does not look like it's coming out at all. When I went to open it with the tools, it bent the clasp. Oh no, it's coming out. Oh, I don't know how this is supposed to work. Grab the base of it. Oh, that totally bent the thing. Oh, this is terrible. Look. I don't know if you can see what that did. It split it open. That's messed up. The ball's too big. Okay, that's what you get for buying cheap stuff, I guess. See if I can get it. Where did that go? Okay, next. We won't use the silver snap one. Hi, sunshine. Push the ball. Yeah, I just did. Did you see that? Oh, so you think it's just the... Where did I get that one from here? Let me try the next one. I can't remember where I bought these. AliExpress, I think. I don't know about these. I'm looking at another one and it's not pushed in at all. There's no way I can do that with my finger. Oh, that one worked out too. Pretty good. Okay, let me put it back in and see. It was a nice thought. So that one's not going in all the way. Oh, and the piece is bending. Okay, there, it's snapped in. There's no way I can get that out. So let's pick another clasp. Okay. Rose gold or silver. We've got a heart or a rose. I can't believe I have this much stuff and I can't find one that matches. Let me pull out. This one here. I'm not totally sold on it, but I wanted a little plainer one. I'm gonna have to order some stuff. I can't find anything. Oh, this is a triple strand. This is not what I want. You know what it's going to end up being? You're going to grab one of these guys and a lobster claw. Oh, you know, I should check my magnetic clasp over here. There, this is better. So let's move these guys. Yeah, Paulette. Definite convert. So there, this is nice, and this one's stronger than the others. So, oh yeah, this one will hold the necklace. Also, okay, so these are those ones that I used on Brittany's bracelet. They're amazing. That would actually match too. Like, I need help making decisions. Okay. So let's set up what we want to do here. So we definitely want these guys. So I'm wondering if we did like a few of these. We can either do these at the bottom, spaced out, or we can do 2 on either side at the top and then make it this elegant color at the bottom. Using the big heart as the focal and these heart beads on the sides. Let's do 4 and 4, or 2 and 2, I mean. You know what? I have a antique. Actually, this one might be nicer. Antique pink, and it's a little smaller, so it's not as massive as that guy. We'll save that one. Oh, I have to look at Kelly's Bead Boutique again. I used to order all my stuff from her when I started my channel. Yay, Paulette, you got a shipping notification. Oh, wow. I'll have to check that. The rock shop, and then RA rock shop. I'm gonna write that down. The Thera. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing an order at the Northern Bead Company, just kind of sticking with Canada and Kelly's Bead Boutique because of the shipping issues we have. So yeah, so far, what do you guys think of these? So we need a pinch bail, but you know what? I should have put this one away. I'm sorry. Go to sleep for now. What are these ones? Ooh, look at these. These are like a topazy, peachy color bead. I should stop looking at, I think we got what we need here. Now, do we add some white beads is the question. No, I think we need to maybe interspersed to incorporate this. And then, you know what? You're never going to see that. Let's go for the sleek. There. Okay. So I am going to grab one of my... I love this. Oh, I was wearing this all day the other day. So this is the perfect length, I think, for me. Let's take a look and see what this looks like on. Okay, so I think for this one, we probably have to go lower. Let me grab another one. I've been moving my stuff around, so I'm not finding what I need. Oh, here. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So that one's slightly... I think that's where I want it, this size here. Hey, Gail, you better go quick. You may be excused to go shopping. Okay, so this is the one the size I need. That's the same. So this ends up being 4 beads. Let's see how many we got. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 100 there. So that would be 60. I might need another strand of beads. You do need another strand of beads. Thanks, Anita. I found some more of my pinks. Ta-da! The metallic pinks in here. Okay. These are really cool. These are really cool. Then there's these guys. These are... The middle is not totally through, like doesn't have that opaque through it, so it looks transparent. There's like a little line of transparency. It's really beautiful. That doesn't really go. Oh, these are kind of antique-y. No, that's a different style altogether. You know what? I should just, and you know, I found, so those ones are a little more, so that's these ones here, the ones we have. They're a little more like an antique look to them. These have the metallic, or the a little higher pink. The dropping in. Yeah. Yep. It needs to be light. Okay. So there should be 50. Holy crap! They must have been like dirt cheap, because it looks like there's 20 strands here. You know, a bead color that I'm surprised I don't order enough of is whites. Crazy. And I find I'm constantly looking for them. I was just... No, let's stick with these. I got squirreled. Okay, so let's go. Ta. Okay, so let's cut these gals. So we know there's 50 on each strand. That's the other thing with these is they're so they're big strands. Usually you get tiny little strands. Oh, my wife's back. Snack time. I haven't eaten yet today, which I'm not hungry at all. That's keto, what it does for you. Okay, so we're going to need, so you need 100 strands for that length, or 100 beads. Isn't that crazy, Lois? This bead board. So $6.99 Beadalon. I am totally going back. I've got a few things in my cart, but I'm going back and ordering a bunch of stuff from them and getting, you know, I probably will end up buying like 10 trays because I do bead parties in people's homes, and I normally don't do like have that many people because you have to be able to help them when they're making stuff. And if there's too many people, you can't get to everybody to help them. But I might give some as gifts too, because $6.99, I cannot believe like you've got this section here is super big. It's not showing the whole thing here. So there's this big square rectangle here, and then there's there's 3 of this size, and then there's 2 of this tiny size, and then 3 rows with all these measurements. I was stunned. I looked at the measurements and everything, and I was still surprised that it was that big. So let's get the lovely wire out. This is what I was saying about this wire. It's got these holes. So really what you're supposed to do is put the other side of your thing in there to hold it, which I totally didn't do, and I actually bent it, which I don't like because that's going to stay. So I'm going to have to cut that out. Yeah, I'm just going to cut it at the spot, I think. Use that for something else. Okie dokie. Yeah, I got to make sure that I measure enough because I've done that where I didn't have enough. So I'm just going to cheat and use this necklace. Let's do it this way. Okay, so it's the exact length. Let's say about that and double. To be careful, the line is totally coming undone off the reel. Let's fix this back. And that's probably why. I wonder if there's a way to tape this. Some Scotch tape. Yeah, that worked. Now we're going to get this going here. I'm just going to use a crimp bead. These ones, the crimp beads I got at Butterfly Beads, are really nice. I was surprised at how nice they were. I was thinking, I have to get the expensive stuff. I'm trying to do the wire and it's moving because of the magnetic clasp. It's moving all over the place. Okay, I got it there. So there. And we'll clip that. Yeah, they're really beautiful. They look really nice the way they fold over. I'm gonna squish that down a little more. Oh, Lily, you're asking what a bead party is. So it started out with the yoga community wanting to make malas. So I would bring supplies and they pay a certain amount and they get certain things for that. And if you're making a mala, that's what it is. So an example is they made double wrap bracelets and you had to pay $30. So that got you all your supplies. Plus it was a party. So there was food and drinks and things like that. It's kind of like paint night, only it's private and it's in somebody's home. And so I would give like a design option and people would pick and they'd call me and do. So I'm just wondering if I should put something different up here. But I think I'm overthinking. So let's do 10 and 10 on each side here. I wonder if I slid them up here, they'd be easier a little easier. So the usually it would be the person hosting the party. Oh, that's good. Thanks, Juanita. Would organize everything and provide the drinks, and most people bring their own drinks and they'll have like a potluck. So, and I would always bring, like I have these big duffel cases full of beads, so I would have the kits ready to go, but I would also bring extra in case people wanted to buy stuff to make stuff to take home. Okay, I didn't think. I'm wondering, do we need to do, so we have, these are going to go at the top and these at the bottom. And if we're doing, where's this guy here? We separated them by tens. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 and 2. Yeah, so that would work. So then it's time for one of these pillow. I don't know that it's far enough down on the neck though. Yeah, I think I'm going to put those further down. So maybe we'll do 20 at the top. So yeah, the bead parties are a lot of fun because you can do it with, just your family or friends from work. And I mean, you could organize your own bead party. We had a lot of fun. I was surprised at how much. Well, I did one that was a mala workshop. Lily, you're asking about missing the explanation about the bead party. it's just basically somebody would host it and have their friends, and they could decide what they want to make. It would make a necklace or a bracelet, earrings, and then I would come up with designs and suggestions, and they would pick from it, and then they would pay me usually somewhere in the $30 range. Now the malas were in the $100. No, actually my malas were $70. So they're pretty expensive, but they're using a lot of like the pendant itself is special, and the gemstone beads and stuff. Okay, so it's pillow time. Taffy. Oh my god, this is this is amazing. Jody's gonna be so excited. So I have these two big, huge duffel bags. They look like hockey bags, and maybe about the half of a size of a hockey bag. And they have all these compartments in it. So I just bring in stuff and throw them in. So I bring a lot if they're interested in buying beads. So it's fine. Okay. Too many. So. I did a party once that was Chakra guided meditation. So one of my friends who's a yoga teacher has a house just down the street across from the Fisherman's Cove. And so she has a studio in her house. So she did like a short little, maybe half-hour yoga class at the beginning. And then we had them all lay down, and we had blankets and pillows and stuff. And I did the guided meditation with them. And then after we ate and got drunk. How's that for being healthy? It's funny. This seems so much bigger than the other one. Let me take a look at what we got here. That's the right thing. So I think I need to put my heart beads. So it'll only, which is good. It'll only have 2 of these on it, which is fine because something's peeling on this. Then I'll have more to keep and hoard. I need to make a bracelet with it. Okay, so we'll put those guys there. Okay, so the hearts, I gotta make sure the heart's on the right way. Ooh. This is a silly one. Okay. Four, 5, 6. Okay. You know, it's funny, stringing seems like such a straightforward thing to do, but it's actually probably more challenging in the sense that you have to come up with some ideas of the variation. You know, the more I'm thinking maybe we should keep these for another. I was thinking I had to pay attention to which side I strung that on, but it's reversible, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we need, I don't know if we need 5. Let's try 5. Yeah, I think 5 is going to do it. And the heart. Oh, I need the pitch bale. I don't know if I have a big enough one. I have one left. That's the right size for that. It's hard to believe all those things I ordered from Butterfly Beads. Let's see if that's going to go on. A little bit more. I don't want to scratch it, trying to force it. There. Oh, that looks amazing. That is oiled. Okay. She's a heavy one. This is a big one. See you later. Stay safe. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna put, now I know why Sarah, when I watch her live, she says K a lot. I understand. I understand the process now. Hi! Salut! So we're using these Joni sent us, or sent me, and they look like candy, so they're kind of fun. So we started out with a funny candy thing, and then we pulled out a bin of Swarovskis, and as you can see, there's Swarovskis everywhere. So these guys are kind of sadly off to the side. Three. My wife's back from the grocery store. I told her to get me some non-keto snacks. We're in a complete lockdown, so I don't think that qualifies as essential. Or maybe it does. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 et 10. And a Swarovski. Then we need 10. Actually, this is going to look kind of cool. It looks like a carnival. These beads are really neat. They feel heavy. Like, I don't know. I guess because they're metallic, they feel like they should be light. And then you have them in your hand, you're like, ooh, they're heavy. I don't know if you're still there. I'm going to flip it up so you can see my face. Ta-da! It's funny doing stringing. After having the surgery, I was thinking I'm going to be doing all these great, like really intricate stuff with my hands. And I end up stringing, but I think it makes more sense to do stringing for a live. And it's hard to do stuff and talk at the same time. So it's definitely a skill that you learn as you go. Okay, der Katsis Ritzis. These are silly. I think this is going to end up coming apart. It's not like I don't have enough beads. I can make a totally one that's just Swarovski's. I should do one for Mother's Day. Messy. Okay, I need 10 more and we'll be done. Oh, it's never fun. Cats will find it for sure. I'm curious to see what this video is going to look like at the end because her hair, it's like really muted, like the colors. Five more. How are things in Montreal, Lily? Always test it on your neck. I should take the other one off. So we're going to call it a day after this. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. No way, Swarovski. Well, do you mean like it had like a mesh on the outside and they fill the tube with crystals and then they do like a knotted necklace? Probably not. My hand's doing well, Lois. Thanks for asking. I got the okay to do whatever activity I want. There's no restrictions at all. Yeah, the other Lily. Oh, that's funny. So you're in Germany, Lily N? How are things in Germany and where you are when it comes to the pandemic? We haven't heard too much about Germany. Thanks, Lois. Yeah, I was super excited when I got back. I quickly made a bracelet. 2, 3. Made this one. First time ever, beaded chain. And then, I don't know where I put the others. There's stuff everywhere. Bavaria. Yeah, we're in full lockdown. We were doing so good, and then I think it was university students. They don't want to say who it was, but they had a huge party, and they had people from Ontario, which their numbers are really high, and they had a huge party. Excuse me. And yeah, so our numbers went from like 5, 7, 9, right up to the latest, or the highest was 96. So, not good. So I'll show you. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. It's so easy. So I'm going to do some tutorials on that. I mean, really, they're not tutorials. There's so many amazing people out there that do proper tutorials. But you'll see. It's so much fun. I have to share. Okay, let's close this one. Now you can even like show you this. I can even use my hand for strength, so I'm super excited. And that's it. I have to be careful not to clip the good line. Oh man, I think I clipped the... That was close. Part of it's the magnet clasp is really strong. There we go. That was close. So these so look out of place now, but you know what? They're fun. I should have kept away from the Swarovskis, but you know me. I can't help myself. I go nuts over them. So this is... Oh, it's too small. I thought it was going to fit over my head. And that's why there's a clasp. So this is... I think I'm going to end up changing this out. These need to be... So I need more white for these, guys. These funny things. Oh, that's so cool that you're learning to bead with me. Yeah, I'm just learning, so... Bye, I'm getting ready to go too. Oh, excellent. Thank you so much. Take care, Gail. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. And, you know, this is only my third time doing a live, so hopefully I'll get better at it and we'll do some more fun stuff. It'll be a little more interesting and quicker pace so that you're not... And an announcement to let you know that I'm here, so I'll do that. So you guys take care of yourself. See you soon. If you placed up by your... Oh, thanks, Lois. Take care. Stay healthy, everybody. Bye. I'm gonna put this here. And we're gonna say goodbye. Go eat me some snacks. I didn't even know how to stop it. Oh, there it is. End stream.